Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on this show, and I'm here to talk about the NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Darlington that just concluded. Oof. This was a fantastic race. Really great racing throughout. The Xfinity Series at Darlington always provides really good racing because of the tire fall off, just slipping and sliding. You can use either lane to pass, but preferably after a bit, the outside. But just a really great race. You had the big one, you had a big about 15 car incident. You had a photo finish in one of the stages and a great race then between Larson, John, and Nemechek, the two best cars. So this was a really great race. The Xfinity Series at Darlington never disappoints. You had a good finish last year, and now you got a good one this year. So, Sammy Smith spun out, but he saved it on lap 4. But for some reason, they threw the caution, so that was the first yellow of the race. Sam Mayer then took the lead early on. He had a really strong car most of the race. Ran top 5 about most of the race until near the end of, until about stage 3 where he had a flat tire. Then Sammy Smith made another save, trying to make it 3 wide, nearly spun out, but fortunately for him, he saved it. Herbst, he hit the wall, tried to avoid somebody coming up the track, but he hit the wall. Didn't have a flat tire. The tires were just rubbed off on the layering, but they come down pit road. But the car still wasn't right for that. He had a tire go down in turn 1, hit the wall really hard. Somehow, it wasn't a caution, but he was done for the day pretty much. And then Perkins had an issue, just kept getting flat tires, but I guess eventually it became a mechanical issue, so he was done for the day. Our second yellow, Jeb Burton spun around the outside, just got loose, spun out. Luckily, that was just a short caution there. We got about 2-3 lap shootout in the stage. Kyle Larson pulled away to win the stage, which yellow number 3. Then Barry and Redsloff crashed. Corey Heim, Barry, and Redsloff for 3 wide, which definitely doesn't work at Darlington. We'll get into another crash coming up that was caused by 3 wide. Redsloff crashed and Barry, but fortunately they were able to continue. That was your 4th yellow of the day. Kligerman had a tire go down and nowhere to go for Alfredo as he ran into the back of him. That was the first incident that wasn't a caution. The second one did cause a caution. Sage Karam come up on Stephen Parsons. He crashed. I think he was still able to continue, and Parsons. They were both able to continue, but their cars were pretty damaged. Parsons didn't have that much damage, but Sage Karam did. But then, here's the big crash. These are names I have on here. Ryan Truex, Austin Hill, Sheldon Creed, Chandler Smith, Sage Karam, Moffett, Ellis, Poole, Kligerman, Williams, and Hemrick were the ones I have listed involved. This was a 15-car incident. I definitely didn't expect the big one to happen at Darlington, of all places. It all started, Mayer got loose, and then Creed made it 3 wide. He tried to come up, got clipped. Austin Hill spun out. They both started spinning like, I wish it was going to be a 2-car incident, but there comes the whole field just piling in. Chandler Smith almost had it missed, but Truex clipped him. Jones almost had it missed. The one I forgot to put, Brandon Jones clipped Creed as he was almost getting by. Just and then most of the others in the back spun out. Moffett and Ellis each had damage, and some of the others just spun out. But this was just hard racing. I know Creed probably shouldn't have made 3 wide right there, but it's just hard racing. So, don't really fault anyone here. It's just unfortunate that some of them got took out, and some of them just had really bad damage that really affected their races. Ellis had a tire go down. He crashed again, hit the wall. And then Ty Dillon spins on the restart. Don't know why there wasn't a caution right there. You get a caution for Sammy Smith's spin on lap 4, but no caution here. A little inconsistent there from NASCAR officiating. But John Hunter Nemechek wins stage 2 in a photo finish with Larson. So stage 2 was really fun. You got the big incident, and then JHN winning stage 2, and you got a good finish. The race was just so good overall. Stage 3, not much is really happening. JHL was dominating as Larson had a speeding penalty, getting from the back from 30th to 6th for that caution. Really bad few laps for the Sieg brothers. Ryan Sieg starts to have an engine blow up, and then Kyle Sieg crashes. Just got loose to the inside of Joe Graff, and he crashed. And then on the restart, Larson gets to second, and he chases down JHN side by side. They make a little contact going to 4. John Hunter clips him. They're both in the wall. JHN comes back. Larson hits the wall, comes back down into John Hunter Nemechek after he hits the wall. But Kyle Larson gets the win, a well-deserved win. People say, oh, he shouldn't be that racing hard as a regular. He shouldn't be racing that hard as a regular, but you're paid to win. You're not paid to finish second. I don't care if you're a cup driver and you're racing a regular. You're paid to win. You're not paid to finish second. And it's not like it was intentional. I mean, they were both just racing really hard. He just hit the wall, come back down into him. Wasn't an intentional wreck or anything. He just come off the wall and hit him. But people are only going to complain because it's a cup guy, but it brings out the best in these Xfinity guys to race against cup drivers. And I've come to realize that. I'm sure maybe some people won't like it, but it brings out the best in some drivers. Helps drivers get better. And people don't say, oh, his move was dirty. It really wasn't. It was just good, hard racing for the win at Darlington. Same thing last year. It was just good, hard racing for the win. And people will say it's dirty just because they probably don't like Kyle Larson. But so John Hunter did kind of hook him a little bit going into the corner. But they full stand it for the win. It's just hard racing at the end of the day. It's exactly the same as last week. Both times there's ever slight incidental contact. But it's fair game for the win and exciting for the fans. It was hard racing last week for the win and this week. So that's just my opinion on it, but I'll give this race an 8 out of 10. Really good racing. 2 exciting finishes. Stage 2, the side-by-side photo finish. The race at the end there for the win. Just really good racing all around throughout the pack as well. Here, let's go over your finishing results. You had a bunch of different people up front in this race as well. On top 5, 10, bunch of different cars. Larson gets the win. Had probably the fastest car. Either him or John Hunter. Justin Allgaier second. Cole Custer finishes third. He pitted, got fresh tires, comes back to finish third. Austin Hill, who was in that big incident, fortunately for him, just spun out. Comes back to finish fourth. John Hunter Nemechek crosses the line fifth. Shout out to Carson Hocevar in that Spire Motorsports number 77. Finishes in the 6th position in his second Xfinity start. Josh Berry 8th. Sam Mayer comes back to finish. Josh Berry 7th. Sam Mayer comes back to finish 8th after he had a flat tire. Had a really strong top 5 car all day. Had a flat tire, but come back to finish 8th. Shout out to Kaz Grall finishing the 9th position. And Corey Hyman the 10th position. Good runs for those Sam Hunt racing cars. Sammy Smith 11th. Jeb Burton 12th. Parker Kligerman 13th. Jeremy Clements 14th. Shout out to Anthony Alfredo in the 15th position after that early incident he had. Hemrick 16th. Shout out to Josh Williams getting the top 20, 17th. Ross Chastain 18th. Ty Dillon 19th. And Brett Moffitt rounds out the top 20. Patrick Emmerling 21st. Stephen Parsons 22nd. Brendan Poole 23rd. Parker Ritzloff 24th. Sheldon Creed 25th. Jeffrey Earnhardt 26th. Ryan Sieg 27th. Unfortunately had an engine expired late. Matt Mills 28th. Greg Galding 29th. Round at the top 30 is Kyle Sieg. Sage Karam 31st. Joe Graff Jr. 32nd. Ran the back of somebody in the restart. He was done. Ryan Ellis finishes 33rd. Brandon Jones 34th. Ryan Truex 35th. Chandler Smith 36th. Blaine Perkins 37th. Round the field in 38th in last place and wins the last car award is Riley Herbst. So those are your Xfinity results. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, I'll go out. Peace.